So start it up, and then once I get the link sent out, then that's when I'm gonna start talking. It says you are live.
I know, I got the notification, dog.
Okay, now let me pull up the video. Oh my goodness. Why is YouTube so complicated now?
Okay, here we go. I found your channel. Alright. And I got the link too. Alright, time to promote this and show it on my channel.
Let's tweet it out and everything. I'll send it.
Yeah.
Okay. At least you found it. I can't. Oh, here we go. I'll send it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm checking the chat right now. Nobody yet. But they will be when Alex's hardcore fan base finds it.
What the fuck? They will win his hard. What the fuck? What was that?
You got your hardcore fan base.
You who's on the podcast?
No, Young Vice or Alex Macario has a hardcore fan base.
Oh, trust me, I learned on first hand right here.
Yeah. Especially when you played them and all the fans on the sideline of basketball. Woo, go Alex.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, there ain't nobody in here right now, but people watch it back or join here eventually.
Yeah. All right. So what are we starting with?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead. What is up, everyone? Back with the All Things Sports Podcast. The first installment it's really the second, but we restarting this. But I am with my boy Alex Macaroni. I'm just messing with you.
What's going on?
And y'all might know him as Young Visor or Michael Alberto, aka Nico. You got all cool sounding there, Visor. I like it. No,
what's up?
He's like, yeah, you already know.
I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just chilling.
But we're gonna talk about some NFL, some NBA. We're gonna start off with NFL. That's what all of us know much about. We're all Patriots fans, so what we might talk about might be a little biased, but we'll try not to as much.
Can I open it up? Can I open up with the first topic of discussion?
I'm not biased at all.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and head into this. What do you want to talk about?
I'm going to talk about Steven Gostkowski. All right. So, I've been working on this video about him for a couple months now. And the video is about why we need to get rid of him. And now the Patriots are getting rid of him. So I don't know what to do.
I didn't even read into that. We didn't get rid of him. He just didn't franchise tag him. Yeah, we didn't.
So he's going to be a free agent. He's going to be a free agent.
No, but we're going to probably...
Yeah. Okay, dude, he's going to be a free agent, but it's like saying Tom Brady's going to be a free agent. He's not going to go anywhere.
It's just not franchise tagging him.
Why would he go anywhere?
Well,
we franchised him, what, 2 years in a row? The last 2 years?
Yeah.
Well,
so we're going to get a long-term
Now, I wish
free agencies in a few days.
If we don't do a long-term deal with Trey Flowers, I wish we would have tagged him. I really like Trey Flowers.
Yeah, Trey Flowers.
I like Trey Flowers a lot, but you got to think, if we tag him, he is not worth 17 mil, okay?
No, he is.
He's not worth.
I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's what he would have gotten with the franchise tag. Now, I actually like the fact that we're letting him test free agency. You want to know why? Because we know now he goes test free
Hungry
agency.
Hippo.
Comes back,
how you doing, bro? If you have any questions regarding the NFL or NBA, be sure to comment that below. We'll answer
whether
that.
He'll give us a discount to stay home, or he's actually going to go and take more money. And Andre Branch just got cut from the Miami Dolphins and is not a bad pass rusher as well.
Do you think that we should offer him a night? Like, do you want to keep him, or do you think we'd be okay with letting him go and getting someone else?
Wait,
I'm a big fan of him.
Wait, Flowers or Gostkowski?
I would love to keep him, but at the same time, if we let him go, there's a lot of good defensive talent on this draft. And, Andre Branch and a few other pass rushers are on the market this year. I don't think it would be a complete drop-off or not improvement.
True. You know I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. He's not like a Von Miller, like where we need him.
Yeah, we don't need to pay him Khalil Mack money if he's not Khalil Mack.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
he's like, he's a good player. He's made a lot of plays for us, but he's not a superstar.
I'm trying to think of a comparison to somebody in the NFL that he's kind of like. I can't even run through the NFL right now. The NBA's been going on. I haven't even worried that much about it. What's somebody you would compare him to? Like how much he means to that team, but it's not like it would be detrimental if they got rid of him.
That's a really good question.
Ooh, I have a comparison to somebody that was on the team and he was nice, but when we got rid of him, it didn't really matter. Jabal Sheard. He was nice.
That's true. That's true, but I think Trey's better than him.
Yeah.
But it is a good comparison. It is a good comparison. It wasn't that much of a drop off once he went to Indy.
Now, another thing. Who do y'all think that we should get in the draft? Do you think first round we should go for a quarterback or just wait a little longer? Because we need a quarterback. We need one.
We got Danny Etling, my boy.
I don't like him that much. I feel like we should get somebody out of this draft, and then these next 2 or 3 years, 3-4 years that Brady's here, we should have him behind him, just like how Garoppolo did, and that we are set for when Brady decides to walk off.
So okay, wait, hold on. Who is the big quarterback that everyone's talking about right now?
Kyler Murray?
Yeah, him.
They was talking about him falling down and maybe to us.
Maybe we should get him. I mean, no. Baker Mayfield worked out number 1.
No.
Baker Mayfield's the GOAT.
Stop.
It's not something I would break my back to try to get, but I do like him. But
I don't want Kyler Murray at all.
Why?
I don't like him.
Short? What do you got about?
It's not the fact that he's short. He's small. I don't know if you guys recognize what he did at the combine, but he put on 10 to 15 pounds and went to the combine and weighed in, and then that was the big, stink on him that he was too small. So he put the weight on, he weighed in, and then he was like, I'm not going to run the 40 because he put on all that weight. It wouldn't have been his true 40.
Damn, 15 pounds and how long? Because it was a short amount of time.
I don't know, but I know it was quick. Around 10 to 15.
That was quick. Like, us 10 to 15 pounds, we can, but like, that's people that are like bodybuilding and everything, like 15 pounds, and that's probably like muscle too, or close to it. That's fast.
No. It was like fat.
Oh wow!
He put on the weight to weigh in better than he normally would. Okay. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Decided I'm not gonna run the 40 because he was, he's chunky, or to his comparison.
I feel like our first pick should be a defensive player. I was thinking more of like a corner for Jason, and because I like J.C. Jackson, but I still feel like we need to get a corner out of this draft, and then the second round I think we should go for a quarterback.
Hold on, really quickly. We have somebody in the chat here, Hungry Hippo 1301. What's up, man? Yes,
sir. What up, Hungry Hippo? If you have any questions, be sure to comment, and we will answer those. It can be NBA or NFL. Maybe baseball. I don't know if they watch it. I don't.
I don't really pay attention to it. I have been keeping tabs every so often because I don't know why it does end up on my timeline.
I don't really watch baseball like that. I can't find it fun to watch.
I know.
Red Sox number 1. we going back again. We're winning again, baby.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
Who do you think? How do you think we should draft the first 2 rounds for each position?
How do I think we should draft the first 2 rounds? Well, what we have two second rounders and then the first round, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Here, I'll look up our specific picks we got, but you can keep going on.
Because I know we have 12 this draft. I would not be surprised if we do trade back. I would not be surprised
in the first round or second.
In general.
Well, we can't really trade back in the first one except for going to the second, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but we've done that numerous times when we do pick at 32. So that is something that we have commonly done before, the Patriots. I say we, but I do mean the Patriots guys.
It's fine. The fans make up the sport. If it wasn't for the fans, there would be no sport.
That's true. Anyways, so historically we do trade back a lot. And Bill is known to go offensive line or defensive line, like in the first round. and then he'll try and go for like a defensive back. I don't necessarily think that we need to draft high on defensive back. I think we have a pretty solid secondary. Gilly is the best corner in the league. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
I think J.C. Jackson's actually very, very good. If you go back and look at the Kansas City game, he locked Tyreek Hill up. He locked him down completely. Tyreek had one catch for like whatever amount of yards, and it wasn't even a play that
bullshit ass fucking
guarding.
That thing that he just throws it. I saw one of these pictures on Twitter. Actually, it's a meme, and it said it showed Mahomes throwing it, and his eyes were closed when he was throwing it deep. They said, forget it. Tyreek's down there somewhere. Like, that's ridiculous.
Hey, man, that's how it was all this past year. It was fun to watch, but I'm glad we fucking beat them.
While I'm looking for this, because this is, for some reason, it's not. It's being stupid. But do you think that I'm trying to think, Patrick Mahomes, give me an over-under. So I'm going to give you a amount of touchdowns, and I want you to give me an over-under and a why. So Patrick Mahomes next season, I say, let's go with 40 touchdowns, over or under?
Over.
How much do you think and why?
45 to 50.
No, I don't think necessarily by that much. I think like 41, 42.
I think that because
only due to the fact that he has a very healthy Tyreek who's hungry. He has a very good Kelsey who's hungry. And, it's not like their running backs were bad. And, we have the draft coming up. So we don't even know who they're going to get or add on the defensive side, which gave them a lot of issue. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is going to be a better Kansas City team.
Okay, so I'm looking at our picks. I really can't find the numbers. The only ones I can find the numbers for is the ones we've traded for. So the first round's obviously the 32nd pick. Our second round, and then we traded for the Bears second round, number 51. That's the pick. Okay. That's the pick we got from them. And then in the third round, we have 4 picks. 2 of them I can't even pronounce that word.
Compensatory.
Yeah. 4 of those.
Whatever.
Can we show videos on this podcast, or are we keeping this audio only?
It probably just audio for right now.
Just audio.
Because
hey, okay, we got somebody.
I found the player we should draft.
I thought I saw somebody in the chat. That's just Michael typing. Oh my goodness.
I think we should draft football college superstar Brian Morwin in the first round.
Why?
So y'all can talk about the college. I really don't watch it as much, but
have you seen his combine video?
Oh gosh, why do I feel like you're just gonna say something really stupid?
Because I am.
Oh my god.
Do you know who Brian Morwin is?
Don't tell me it's the guy that ran slow or something.
Eat that pussy 445.
Oh my goodness.
Have you seen the video that where he puts on the helmet and tackles the pillow?
No.
It is the funniest video ever.
No, I do not know what you're talking about because I don't watch bad channels.
All right. We'll veer away from that a little. But about that, so you think the MVP race? I've always wanted to talk about this. Now, Mahomes obviously won it. Do you think that if they gave it to Breeze, that would have been a terrible decision? Or
no.
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes deserved it. He's a good player. He's an amazing player.
Oh wait,
he just agreed with you, but said no.
Yeah, what? You just confused the hell out of me.
He agreed with you. Okay, I see where we're going right there.
I was about to be confused too.
You do realize what he said, right?
What I said?
You said the opposite. You were like, "Yeah, Breeze should get it."
All right. Well, we're gonna go over something else again. I'm gonna pull up just somebody's mock draft, and then I'm gonna just go through it. And then each team that I say, if you think they should choose a different position, and if you know who they should get, then you can go through it. But this one says this is Chad Reuter, his mock draft 3.0. He has pick number 1 is going to be Kyler Murray. I didn't know that. Didn't they get a new head coach or something that said that if he's available, they're going to pick him?
Well, hold on.
Wait, what team's picking first? I'm assuming the Cardinals.
The Cardinals, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great pick because they got Larry Fitzgerald coming back for one more year. and they need an all-star quarterback, and they got the running back. What's his name?
Oh, we got some people in
David
here.
Johnson.
What's up? What's up, Patrick? What's up, One Shot? And
hey, okay, here we go.
David Johnson.
By
So
the way,
Kyler Murray could get that
Kyler
offense
Murray
moving.
would literally die his rookie year.
Okay, let's see who all we got in here real quick. We
First
got
overall.
Patrick Gildia. What's up, bro? It's been a while since you've been in here. What's up, Brennan? I see you're here. And then TC Highlights. If y'all have any questions regarding basketball or football, then just ask them, and we'll answer it for you. And then Brennan said, Kyle or Nick for #1 pick for the Cardinals.
I'm going with Kyle.
Nick Bosa.
Nick Bosa. That's related to the other Bosa.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
pass rusher.
I'm gonna go with Kyle because I feel like the brother always sucks. Like, you know how there's JJ Watt, who's like amazing, and you got TJ Watt.
TJ Watt's amazing too.
He's good, but then you got the fullback, the one that everyone forgets about. So I'm gonna go with Kyle. I think Nick's gonna be a bust. Calling it now.
I think he's gonna be amazing too. I think he's gonna be amazing though.
This is good.
I can't wait in 30 years from now. I'm gonna be
Somebody said
sports analyst, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, remember when you said Nick Bosa
Seattle for 2019?" I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Earl's gonna be gone. Russell Wilson's literally just the main guy,
the only
left
person
from that Super Bowl run. And it's a completely new staff. I think in general,
I think they might slip in there though.
Yeah, they will. They got the two brothers, the Griffins, the guy with one.
Wait, say it again, Ro. What'd you say?
I think they won't do like. I think they'll slip into the playoffs once again. I mean, Russell Wilson last year put the team on his back, and they almost slipped in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wilson's gonna make that happen.
How far they get into the playoffs? I ain't saying anything. It could be out in and out. They could make it to the conference.
See, the other thing is they don't need Earl at this point. Earl hates them. Earl wants out.
Where do you think he'll go?
For a while. There are so many safeties this free agency.
Yeah,
be surprised if like.
Where do you think Earl's gonna go, Alex?
Cowboys
or something. Yeah, Earl's probably gonna go to Dallas.
You see where he said they're not gonna give him a home discount.
No, that's what he said. He's not giving a home discount.
Yeah, Earl Thomas said he's not gonna give the Cowboys a home discount. That's crazy.
Here's a question for the chat. Where is Eric Weddle going?
He's retiring.
The retirement home.
Oh, he retired? I thought they just released him.
No, he hasn't announced anything yet. But he said if the Ravens cut him, he's gonna retire. So I would expect him to retire.
All right, we're gonna head back into this draft thing. Okay, so I'm gonna say the picks. If you agree, say you agree. If you disagree, have a reason behind it. And the #2 pick for the
real quick. I haven't said anything about the first overall pick that we talked about. I think Nick should go #1 if anything, or Arizona should trade back. I think ultimately Arizona needs more pieces than just the main guy right now.
Yeah,
because David Johnson's a good piece to build around. I personally like Josh Rosen, and I wouldn't mind New England maybe trading for Josh Rosen and then letting Arizona have like a third, or something like that. That's not that bad, and he could be the backup and learn from Tom. But if Kyler goes there first overall, he's literally gonna die. If you guys think Josh Rosen couldn't handle it, he took so much heat last year in this.
That O-line, whew.
Dude, Kyler Murray's gonna die behind that offensive line.
Okay. And so that what you just said there basically answers the #2 pick. It says 49ers, Nick Bosa. That would be amazing though, because that defense is already getting there. It's already good. Add Nick Bosa to that would be amazing.
If I'm San Fran and Nick Bosa's there at 2, I'm taking Nick Bosa.
Exactly. And then
that's a steal.
You go ahead. Go ahead.
That's like Darnold dropping to the Jets last year.
I think they should get Kyle. My reason being Larry Fitzgerald.
Wait, who?
The Arizona.
Oh, you've already said this.
Yeah, but Larry Fitzgerald needs a ring, and Kyle is the best guy who can.
They're not winning one for a very long time.
No,
you're crazy.
What's up? Yo, Ethan's in the chat.
Okay. The third one they have on here,
right.
New York Giants with the 3rd pick. They say Dwayne Haskins, the quarterback from Ohio State, to the Giants. Yeah, you think the Giants?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think the Giants are at 6. What happened to 3, 4, and 5?
Let me see. Let me see what this is saying. And on this, I think this thing has them where they're trading. It's a mock draft. I'm pretty sure it has Giants.
What, the Giants at 3?
Yeah, it has the Giants at 3. I guess trading with the Jets.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah. Okay. And then a 4, Drew Lock, a quarterback for the Raiders. I'm a fan of Carr. I'm a fan of Carr. I don't know if they need another quarterback. I feel like there's more stuff they can worry about with that. Devin White, linebacker to Tampa Bay. 6, Josh Allen, edge rusher. 7 is going to be Quinnen Williams to the Jags. You think they need more defensive pieces?
Wait, say that again. Who's going to the Jags?
Is pick 7, Quinnen Williams from Alabama. They have a defensive tackle going to him.
That's the defensive tackle, right? Yeah. It would be an interesting move, especially with Calais Campbell still on that defensive line, and clearly that defense is completely stacked. They're actually going to go for Nick Foles. They're going after him in free agency. They've already said that.
I thought they already signed him 2 days ago. It said.
No, the free agency isn't open yet.
Well, it's like an agreed to terms before.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. So, I mean, dude, if they get Nick Foles and Nick Foles plays like he has in Philly, at least, the second half of the year, opposed to the first half, they can be a very scary team. And why wouldn't you take, that crazy good interior pass rush with Calais Campbell on the outside and, not Naganu, what? He's got like a weird name. Yannick Ngakwe or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that would be a scary defensive line.
All right.
It's already scary, not to mention
they
still have Ramsey, they still have Boye. So
yeah, that defense still amazing. I'm just gonna pick up some people up here and just tell you where they're going. They have DK Metcalf going projected at number 9 to the Bills.
Really?
Hasn't the Bills drafted a receiver like first round like almost every damn year? It seems like.
Seems like it.
Like,
yeah, and it never pans.
You need to go like something else. I mean, Josh Allen showed some promise towards the end of the year, but he was just running it, passing it to. Didn't he break Michael Vick's most yards through like 3 games for a quarterback or something like that? It was ridiculous.
So. For some reason, I don't know. He did not peg me to be as athletic as he turned out to be.
Yes, that was ridiculous. Because I remember looking at that, I was like, he's really like past 3 games have run over 100 yards. I'm like, that's ridiculous. But it has DK Metcalf going to number 9.
That would be very interesting. Okay, thank you, Ethan. I appreciate the audio check.
Yeah, that's why I was muting myself to see if I could hear it.
Anyways, that would be very interesting, just due to the fact that that is, if they do get him and he pans out and doesn't become a bust, that would be crazy scary.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the Patriots real quick. I scrolled down to pick 32. It has us getting Daniel Jones from Duke.
I personally don't know who that is.
I don't either. I don't pay attention to college ball, really.
What position?
Quarterback.
No.
No.
I don't think we draft a quarterback this year.
No, not at all.
I for sure don't think we'll draft one first or second round, but I don't. I'm for 100% sure we would not draft one in the first round. If we do, I will be surprised.
Hey, Ethan, I don't think it's on my side. Rome, you might want to turn us up on the stream.
Let me try.
Guess I just checked all my levels and I was pretty solid. So,
all right, is that good for everybody? I turned them up on there. I didn't want to have it too loud, but I turned it up almost all the way. Let me know, everybody in the chat, if it is good.
Yeah, Ethan, let us know.
But
what were you asking? All right, what were you asking though?
Something about quarterback Patriots first round.
Yeah, I was saying I guarantee that we will not draft one first round, 100%. Second round, 99%.
Yeah, 100%. No.
I really don't. I really don't think we draft one this year at all.
No. Or maybe we'll pick one up in the late, like we did at Atlanta. Than that, no.
I mean, what? Tom's gonna be 42.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah,
he wants to play till he's 45.
Really
That's 3 years.
45. I mean,
he ain't making it. He can probably make it.
No, he's making it to 45. Tom will make it.
He's making it into 43.
No.
He's gonna enter the Brett Favre eclipse.
You think 2 more years?
I give him 45. What he said, I'm gonna go with the man. If he doesn't get injured, he's staying.
I'm going to 43, 42.
If Brady
44.
doesn't take injuries out, Brady will. If he does not get a serious like season-ending injury, he's staying till he's 45.
I personally think if something were to happen, I really, I don't wish this on anybody, yet alone my favorite player of all time. I think if he did get a major injury, he would come back. I think he would.
All right.
All right, so let's talk about Odell Beckham and the Patriots.
That's not happening.
It's not happening.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that we're not getting him.
I don't know.
I would love
rule it out.
Yes, I ruled out.
I would love it, but it won't happen. But I would love it. I mean, OBJ and Brady are fans of each other. I see them commenting and liking each other's Instagram.
That's interesting. Does Josh Gordon get reinstated?
Probably.
And does he stay?
I feel like
he's gonna stay.
I was talking to my buddy about this. I feel like if the Patriots honestly go out of their way and pay for his rehab and all that stuff,
which we have.
Yes, like I'm saying, like since we did that, I don't see the Patriots being that stupid to do it if they know they don't have a chance of bringing him back.
Yeah.
If they know they have a chance to bring him back, that's why they're doing it. And if he comes back, he will be back on our team. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
they wouldn't be the Patriots. Man, some other stupid team might do it, but the Patriots aren't going to do this if they're not thinking about it.
All right, so where's AB going? Because they're making a decision tomorrow.
San Fran.
You think he goes San Fran?
San Fran. Cleveland. Because Cleveland has been talking about something amazing been happening. But
on their Twitter,
number one, San Fran.
It would be Cleveland.
No, listen. My number one is going to be San Fran. Number two, Cleveland. But I feel like
number one, Cleveland.
I feel like Le'Veon is going to go wherever AB goes on purpose. I feel like he's waiting until AB signs somewhere.
Nah. I really think he's a Raider.
I don't see it. I don't know.
Really? Come on. He's a Raider, bro.
The reason why I think Cleveland is remember last year. Remember when they made 3 big deals in 24 hours. You don't think they'd pull one of the biggest trades
to trade him into the division?
You know how much
very stupid.
And that's not even I'm not even worried
Their
about.
Organization is trash.
I don't even
idiots. They don't know how to run shit.
I don't even know
they're stupid enough to trade him within the division.
I don't even
100%.
really that much care who he goes to. But what I've been worried about is what will that team give for AB? Because AB is a number 1 receiver in the league. Number 2, number 1,
Debatable.
however you want to do it.
You give.
What do you give for him? 2 first rounds?
He's a first round talent. He's a first talent. I'd give a first in a heartbeat. But the most Pittsburgh will get is a second.
You don't think they'll pull away with the first?
No,
you don't think there's a chance?
I really don't think so.
No, who the hell would give a first round for that bitchy motherfucker?
Cleveland would.
Maybe.
No.
Do you disagree with what I said earlier? Do you think Le'Veon will go wherever AB goes?
I think he does.
I think he does.
Yeah, I really do. I think if he were to go to, not me personally, I want him in San Fran. I'm a huge San Fran guy. Just like a fan of Jimmy G and everything. I really want to see him.
That's what I was going to say. Jimmy G with him being young,
with AB coming in, and Le'Veon would definitely sign there. Just because him and you do realize the only person that had Bell's back was AB.
Yep.
The entire season. So why wouldn't he have AB's back? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer because the past couple weeks, you haven't heard that much from Le'Veon. All you've been hearing him is trolling on Twitter saying, you want me to go to the Jets with you, Jamal Adams or whatever. But he hasn't really said or anything any reports of places he's going to or talking to. I feel like he's specifically waiting till AB signs somewhere. And if they got the money there for him, I feel like he's going to go there. But if he doesn't, I feel like the number 1 team that I feel like he'll go to is the Colts.
All right, guys. If AB and Le'Veon Bell go to Cleveland, it's a 16-0 season. Just calling it now. If that happens.
Real quick. Brennan, one shot, Brennan. I love Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite receivers ever.
Yeah,
Larry Fitzgerald's the GOAT.
He's a absolute monster. Going back to that, Dude, Pittsburgh and their organization would literally be a laughing stock if they traded him to Cleveland. That would not happen.
Oh, that is true, because they did say they don't want to trade him in the division.
Not do that.
But Cleveland,
they would not do that. He's not going to Cleveland.
Pittsburgh is legit a low-cal organization. They're a bunch of jokes. I 100%.
No, they're not. You do realize their history, and they're a huge staple of the NFL.
This is
but their current management is terrible. If anyone's been paying attention to Days of Our Steelers, it is a complete shit show over there.
Okay,
so, yeah.
I agree, but that still doesn't mean that they are not a. It's like the Lakers, dude. Right now, they're a shit show, but they're still a staple of the NBA.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that they're a staple.
Okay.
Doesn't matter they're a staple.
I got a pretty.
Idiots. They're gonna trade them to Cleveland. Cleveland's gonna go 16-0. Big bet.
Okay. I'll put money on that. But as I was saying, like this is a pretty obvious question. Pretty obvious. But I want to know what you guys think or how far. Say AB and Le'Veon go to the same team. Does that make them instant Super Bowl contenders, or they just go deep in the play? Like, how far do you think that team goes first year?
Depends on what's around them and where they go.
Okay, I'll give you some teams, and you tell me how far do they make it. All right.
All right.
First one, San Fran. How far do you think they go?
8-8.
No, like give me a record and then give me how far in the playoffs, because they'll obviously will make the playoffs. Whoever they go to, they go into the playoffs.
8-8, no playoffs.
Well, okay, hold on, Rome. I don't necessarily think anywhere they go, they make playoffs.
You don't think that would make it?
I don't think so. Did they make the playoffs this year?
No.
They didn't have both of them.
Jimmy G.
And how far do they get in the playoffs when they have both of them?
Yeah, true, but what I'm saying is, like, I know they'll make the playoffs, but like, I don't know if
if they go to San Fran, I think they make the playoffs. I think they have a good shot at making the playoffs.
How big of a run do you think?
How big of a run? Probably not very far, just due to just overall. Like, I want to see them get some defensive pieces too, a few more. And other than that, I think they would still be a very scary team. I don't think that they would make the championship, though. Right. Probably divisional.
And then what's your second team? You said the Raiders. If that happens.
The Raiders, I think he goes to the Raiders due to John Gruden. John Gruden is, for whatever reason, on a fucking, terror of, I might trade Derek Carr and get Kyler Murray. And, why would you do that?
John Gruden's a boomer, so anything's possible. I mean, that's not even an exaggeration. Like, this man is legit refusing to use new technology because he prefers it old school.
All right, we have Brennan just throwing out some stuff right here. He said Larry Fitzgerald, most Pro Bowl TDs, best playoff run ever possibly. He said Cardinals, Kyle. I'm guessing he's talking about Shanahan. 11-5, lost in divisional round, and Nick 9-7.
No, but he's talking about the college QB, Kyle. When we talk about
Kyle. His name's Kyler. That's why I didn't know. He said Kyler. That's his name, Kyler. I didn't know who he was talking about.
Yeah, his name's Kyler. I think you're crazy if you
He's a big Cardinals fan. I know him.
No,
he's a big Cardinals fan. So
think about it. They add Kyler. They trade Rosen. They get an offensive line piece for Rosen. Then they do good.
But the thing is, how good of an offensive line piece would they get out of Josh Rosen?
Yeah.
If you throw in Josh Rosen and maybe a draft pick, you could probably get something.
Like, let's go with what Visor said. He would be fine with them coming to New England. You really think we're going to give any of our starting five linemen for him? No.
Yes, Isaiah Wynn. Isaiah Wynn.
I
don't think Josh Rosen is worth a player. Getting a player. He's
not worth Isaiah Wynn, man. Are you kidding me?
We lost Isaiah Wynn.
Please leave the call.
We lost Isaiah Wynn during the preseason, and we won the Super Bowl without him.
Rome.
We did all right.
Please kick him from the call.
All right. Damn. All right. So we're gonna make a transition from here. We're gonna give a couple more predictions, and then we're gonna switch off into NBA. But a prediction, obviously, the prediction for us next year. What do you think we're gonna do? How far do you think we win it all?
Celtics?
No, the Patriots.
Patriots, probably I'm gonna say Super Bowl appearance. I don't know if we'll win it though. I'm gonna have to wait for the season to unfold to decide that.
I don't know what team that we have yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we can go back and win it again, depending on what route we're, it kind of just depends on the season.
You think we meet the Chiefs again? More than obvious?
Oh, for sure, dude. The Chiefs are here to stay. Okay. As much as like, I'm scared of them, like I also love them and they're so much fun to watch. I just love football in general, and watching them is just fucking like amazing.
Okay, with the team. Okay, I got one more question. With the teams we have that everybody has now, I want you to give a bias and then a non-bias Super Bowl matchup and who wins.
All right, I'm gonna say Patriots. But in both my bias and unbiased opinion, I'm going Patriots and Saints.
All right, and then the unbiased, just don't put the Patriots in there. Who do you think? Probably the Chiefs.
No, 100% the Patriots. 100%.
Unbiased though.
Yeah, it's both my unbiased and
But I'm saying, just give me one without the Patriots. What do you think?
Without the Patriots, definitely probably the Chiefs. And the Saints. Okay, so I wanted to make this point earlier, but y'all switched it. I think people forget how tough the playoffs were for the Patriots this year, even with everything that went wrong, losing Isaiah Wynn and Josh Gordon. We beat the two toughest teams 2 games in a row, and one of those was the Super Bowl.
True. I get what you're saying there. I understand.
I mean, like, if you watch the Chiefs versus Rams game, everyone said that's the best game of the year, and then we beat both of those teams in a row.
No, I think our game in the championship or conference championship, whatever, I think that's the game of the year when we play the Chiefs. I think that's the game of the year right there. And then for everybody that thinks
we're talking regular season game of the year.
Okay. And if everybody, I just want to go ahead and make this point. If anybody here thinks that the Super Bowl was boring, then you don't watch football. You don't like football like that. If you watch football and actually, study it, do it, watch it for a living and everything, that Super Bowl was one of the best. It's just a defensive showdown. Who scores?
Old school football.
Yeah.
It was just a classic.
Formations, clashing. Yeah. The only people who don't like it are Patriot haters.
That's another thing. If it was somebody else in there, I would not have heard anybody say, "Oh, it's boring."
Tom Brady won another Super Bowl. It's time to cry on Twitter. Oh no, shit, man.
Oh, and I didn't get to you, Visor. So give me your biased and unbiased Super Bowl prediction and who wins.
I think if we're going with just the rosters now, I think Patriots and. Honestly, probably the Saints or Philly.
I steal my idea, buddy, eh?
And then unbiased, I would probably easily say the Chiefs and probably the Saints.
Okay.
And then
who wins that?
The Chiefs would win that.
I like that. I like that pick. With me, I think we're finally going to because Breeze still has 1 more year left, right, on his contract?
Yeah, because he just signed it last year.
Okay, so my biased one's going to be Patriots and Saints. We finally get a Brady's and Breeze Super Bowl. We obviously win that, but I feel like that would be more of an offensive showdown. And my unbiased is, I think, honestly, I could say Chiefs and Bears.
The Bears. Ethan's going to be happy with that.
That would be interesting. I just don't necessarily think the Bears had all of it last year. I mean, they could next year.
Ethan's going to unsubscribe from your
because defense does win championships, and that played a big part in us winning it this year is because our defense in the playoffs was the best defense, and it just played phenomenal. So if that Bears defense, if it just gets any better, then they can win that. They can beat the Chiefs now. I think if we don't win it, and if the Chiefs go, I think they get them one. I think Andy Reid gets him one. Patty Mahomes gets him one and everything. But I can see the Bears slipping in there and going to the Super Bowl and maybe win that. And the only way would be is if they keep Khalil, because they gotta re-sign Khalil, don't they?
No,
100%.
he's locked up.
Oh no! They gave him his money. My bad.
Yeah.
They was like what made him the most? No, second most because Aaron Donald is the most.
Yeah, but Aaron Donald got his deal out.
And if they just keep everybody, Eddie Jackson, all that, if everybody stays and they just add a few, like a piece or two, and then Trubisky can be more consistent and play like those games that he played phenomenal this year, like probably 10 of them most of the season.
Yeah,
I feel like they can slip in there, but it's just also has to do with playoff experience. That's why we want also.
I'm honestly super excited for the NFL season and to start finally getting into like free agency and then the draft and who's going where and then the teams start to shape and everything because you got to think. I mean, like so many people are getting cut right now. Like Jamie Collins just got cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah. What do you think Jamie?
What
Collins
is going
ended
on?
Up?
Huh?
Where's Jamie Collins ended up?
Or I'm sorry, Jamie Collins didn't get cut. His contract came up. I apologize.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but
is he on the team anymore? No, he's not.
All right, we're gonna
cut from the Browns.
All right, we're gonna make the transition from here.
Arizona or somewhere else.
We're gonna.
I don't necessarily think it was Arizona.
Wait, the Ravens don't have CJ Mosley anymore.
No.
All right.
The Ravens are falling apart before our eyes. Wow.
All right, we're going to switch this over to some basketball just to get this out of the way for everybody. Visor and Nico Alberto, whatever. They're both Celtics fans. I'm a Thunder fan. And for you guys, Brennan is a Suns fan. That's as far as I know in the chat. I know he is a Phoenix Suns fan.
Ethan is a Lakers fan.
All right. Is he a Lakers fan or a LeBron fan?
I just randomly guessed a team.
Oh, okay. When you say there's a certain team, like for the LeBron, are you a LeBron fan or are you the actual team fan?
100% LeBron fan. If you're a fan of the Lakers.
All right.
I actually forgot LeBron was on the Lakers.
All right.
God.
Now, I have to start this out. I have to ask you guys, how do you think your team is going to finish the season? What seed? Because I'm looking at it right now, all the way to the 3rd seed. Y'all are like what, 3 games? Yeah, 3 games, 2.5 games away from the 3rd seed. But the Pacers are playing good. So what do y'all think y'all will finish, and how do you think you will do in the playoffs?
5th seed winning the championship.
Bro, you are like one of the worst. Like
really biased because that's not happening.
Well, okay. Well, one, I don't necessarily know about not happening. Okay.
Oh, that's not happening.
Hold on. Let me say what I gotta say.
Okay, I got you.
All right. Well, one, the seeding, I'm not really worried about. I think now that Golden State win really helped us, and Gordon Hayward on the bench is really nice.
I really like that y'all beat them because that shows everybody they're not unbeatable. I've been saying this all season.
That's what I'm saying. And I personally think if anyone's going to give the Warriors a challenge, I think it's Boston.
Yeah,
and see, I'm right there with you. Like, I think if anybody's going to give them a challenge in the West, I think we're the only team. Westbrook plays one of his best basketball games against Golden State because of Kevin Durant.
I know. Agreed 1,000%. And that's the scary thing. So Golden State not only has to just get out of the West, but they also got to beat Boston.
They won't be. Look, it will go to 7. I think it will go to 7 against y'all if Golden State goes, if y'all go. And then I don't think they really get that far with Philly. If Philly makes it all the way, it's just because when you beat Golden State,
they're gonna. I think they'd sweep Philly.
The only way you beat Golden State is you either have to match up with them on every single position on the starting lineup, or you have to have a bench. You have to have great rotations.
Yeah.
And see with y'all,
and we have both.
Yeah. See with y'all have a great bench if they play well, and on the starting lineup, y'all match almost just right then and there with every single body. You got Steph and Kyrie, shooting guard. And
to be honest with you, Kyrie is Steph's kryptonite.
Yeah, and then you got shooting guard. You got Clay and Marcus Smart. And Marcus Smart, not offensively that well, but his defense is amazing.
Oh, he's been hitting a great amount of threes this year.
Small forward,
his 3-point percentage is pretty good.
Now, small forward Kevin Durant, obviously a better player than Jason Tatum. But if we can get last year Jason Tatum,
well, oddly enough, sometimes sometimes Tatum is at the 4 against Draymond instead. But I see what you're saying. So in some lineups, it's Jalen at the 2 and then Marcus at the 3.
Or
Marcus
you might have
Morris.
Jalen on the bench. Like, it's just
yeah.
The
it's
thing
very,
with Brad Stevens, I don't.
Depending on.
This year, like last year, was more sick. Kyrie was out. Brad Stevens knew what he was doing. This year, he's been all throughout the year. I know y'all have noticed all throughout the year. Every time I look, one game, you might have Jaylen Brown out there with Jason, and the next thing you know, you have Marcus Smart's out there, and then it's just always switching. Gordon Hayward will start, and then he'll be on the bench for the next 10 games.
But I think Gordon Hayward on the bench is a perfect spot for him.
Yeah.
Now
he's a perfect spark plug for that bench.
Now the thing, what you were saying before we started this, Kyrie, what's the deal? I think he's obviously out after this season. What's going on? What do you think's going on?
Me personally, like, I would so much rather have Anthony Davis on our team than Kyrie Irving. Now, I want to say the best piece for us would to be re-sign him and trade him.
Okay, I see what you're saying there. And see, like, I think. Oh, by the way, what's up, B-ball kid? It's been a while since you've been here. If you have any questions, be sure to type it in the chat. We'll get to them and answer those for you. But as I was saying, like,
even with
I thought Kyrie, honestly, the day he did it, I thought him leaving was selfish and just it's stupid because he knew he was going to go to a team where he was the best player. Kyrie has been playing when he only had 1, 2, maybe 3 years of being by himself on the Cavs before LeBron came back. Then he had to be behind LeBron. Kyrie is not a leader. He is not a leader. He has to. He has to not, like, he can't be the leader. You will not win. You will not win if he's the leader. Because something that rubbed me off wrong is y'all know when y'all lost to the Magic after Jason Tatum put up that shot and missed a game winner. And then after that started it all. When he was starting to say, like, call out y'all's players, not like by name, but like
it was Hayward. It wasn't Tatum.
It's Hayward. Okay, but I don't like the whole thing of like calling out. Oh, we don't have enough experience. We have too many young players. This and that. I don't like the idea of that. That just doesn't.
Okay. Well, hold on. It's okay for his. I'm just playing devil's advocate and just playing both sides.
Yeah.
As much as I want Kyrie to sign, trade, and go somewhere else, I love Kyrie at the same time.
Yeah,
I love Kyrie.
He's a great player. Hall of Fame.
He's amazing.
Very clutch. Very clutch.
Yes.
And I don't necessarily think we can give him shit for not being a leader just yet because this is his first year of really leading.
True. Because he got hurt towards the end of last year.
Let's see how this year plays out
in the playoffs
and see how it meshes with the team. I think just when we were in the slump, it was, a slump and we were really low. And I think it might help us now that we're turning the corner, really be putting a whooping on Golden State. Hayward hitting a game winner against Sacramento the other night. I think they're playing tonight too.
And one thing I want to say about y'all beating Golden State, to just anybody that likes Golden State, the one thing that I hate when people say when Golden State loses is, oh, it's the regular season, they're not even trying. Do you think that a basketball player in the NBA just wakes up and says, oh, I ain't even worried about this game, let's just blow it? No, that's one of the dumbest excuses in the book. Like, they lost to the Celtics, not because they didn't give a fuck. They lost to them.
They suck.
They lost to the Celtics because they played better basketball. They didn't lose because it's the regular season. Because I know the Warriors realize it. They're beatable. They are more beatable than last year. The league has gotten better because of KD. Because the teams have gotten better. Because look, Golden State, let's just say the West. Golden State has to worry about Denver now. They can somehow give them a run. They got to worry about the Thunder now, who are playing way better than they did last year.
Yeah,
they got to worry
fucking better.
They got to worry about Portland. Portland put an ass whooping on them about a couple weeks ago.
But I don't necessarily think Portland's a big player in the playoffs because they always fucking find a way to just diminish. You know what I'm saying? And
then you got to worry about the East. You got to worry about y'all. That matches them.
Or Philly or Toronto.
Philly. If they lose to Philly, you better thank KD because they got Tobias Harris, former super team, just like they did. You got to thank KD. You got to worry about Philly, Celtics. You got to worry about Toronto, who's been playing well, and they play well with and without Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and Kawhi gave them a ton of shit.
And let's not forget about the Bucks. The Bucks are built.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't think the Bucks. I don't think the Bucks are going anywhere.
I don't think they beat y'all in a series. That's the only people I see beating the Bucks in a series in the playoffs this year is y'all.
Really?
I've been saying that from the beginning of the season, just like last year. Like I don't think they will beat y'all in a series. That's y'all are the only team I see beating them.
Really?
Yeah, I've been saying that since.
I don't think they're that good.
It's just Mike unplugged 1 second.
Sorry, okay.
But with them adding Mirotic, that really helped them out because they had good shooters, but like adding Mirotic made them have a lot of good shooters, like great shooters. Like Mirotic is a great 3-point shooter. You got Brogdon, great 3-point shooter. You got who else? Brook Lopez can shoot as a center.
Not just Middleton.
Middleton, first year All-Star season. He can shoot. And then you got to think about they're good at the free throw line. Because I just don't necessarily
I don't necessarily think Giannis is really gonna take them very far this year.
See, yeah, we'll get on that conversation when we get around to the MVP talk because I have a little bone to pick with him and all his fans. But I think honestly, y'all are the only team in the East that gives them a run and takes them out. It's just like last year. Now that y'all have, I think y'all beat them. I say y'all beat them in 6.
Hell yeah.
Beat them
in 5.
What, we beat them in 5 last year, I think? Yeah, I want to say.
Yeah, I think it was 5.
No, wait.
No, I think it went to 7.
No, it did go to 7. It did go to 7.
Yeah, because what's his name? Middleton. I think Middleton and Brock. Somebody threw up that shot. That was who was that? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about when he threw up that sending in overtime.
I know. I remember what you're talking about. I can't remember the play though.
But that from damn near half court.
Anyways, but yeah, I think we have a Golden State Boston championship in the NBA this year.
Hell yeah!
I would like that.
We gotta take them down.
Hopefully, we can beat them, but I don't necessarily.
Stephen Curry has no Finals MVPs.
Something I want to point out: Phoenix. This for you, Brennan, but I've been saying this. Phoenix is going to be a mean team in about 2 to 3 years.
You think so? Who are they adding? They have Ayton. They have fucking Booker.
They have Ayton, Booker, Oubre, who will be a great bench player whenever they get somebody to replace him.
They did just trade for him, didn't they?
Yep,
that's not bad.
I think I think they need to draft Barrett. I'm not a big fan on Zion. I like
really.
Barrett. I like Barrett better in the NBA. But
I like Zion a lot.
But they're just they need a point guard, and their bench is not that bad. I feel like they'll be nice in 2 or 3 years because they're gonna more than likely get the number 1 or 2 pick this season.
Oh yeah, and they have Josh Jackson.
Okay, but we're gonna run through here on some awards, and who do y'all think will win it? Most improved player, my pick would be D'Angelo Russell.
I was just about to say D'Lo. I would go with D'Lo too. He's been fucking killing it this year.
Yeah, D'Angelo Russell, and the fact that the Nets are in the playoffs.
Yeah.
When's the last time you were able to see that?
Though, but still.
When's the last time you were able to see that? KG? Like, Jesus. Like, most improved player.
When I play NBA 2K.
And then 6th man of the year, I'm going to have to go with D Rose.
I was going to say Derrick Rose.
D Rose, maybe Lou Will, but I say D Rose. Just it's phenomenal how he's playing after what's happened to him.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy for him because I'm a D Rose fan. It's crazy.
I think you and I are gonna agree on all the awards. To be honest with you.
I'm trying to name all of them before MVP. Coach of the year, I would have to say Bucks coach. I can't think of his name. It's a pretty weird name.
I wouldn't know. To be honest with you. Maybe even Denver's coach.
Oh, yep, that was my second one too. Okay, there it is. Mike Budenholzer. That's the Bucks head coach.
Okay.
I think he wins Coach of the Year. Yeah.
How do you say it?
Rookie of the Year. This was something I think. I think
Come
Trey's gonna take away with this.
You're wild.
If Trey finishes the season like this, he gets it. If he finishes the last 18, 19 games, he's getting it.
No, he's not.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
No, it's Luka.
Halfway through the season, Luka obviously had it, but then, Trey's been over there. He was averaging like 15, 16 points.
Okay, well, hold on. Just because Luka's maintaining it doesn't make it still impressive.
It's still impressive. It's still impressive.
Well, he's done it all season. I mean, I don't give a fuck that Trey Young was like, yo, I'm going to turn up after the All-Star break. Like,
I'm just saying, I give it to Trey on that one. I feel like Trey might have it. I feel like if Trey got it, I wouldn't be, surprised.
I would be.
Luka will probably get it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Trey got it.
Luka better get it, man. That would be disrespectful. Luka is a fucking generational talent. Honestly, I'm that high on Luka. Luka's very good.
And then, last but not least, MVP. You already know my pick.
Tatum.
You already know the three people. You already know my pick.
I know you want Paul George.
Paul George is getting that. Paul George is
MVP. I think you'd be crazy to say James Harden or Giannis.
Just like, let me put some emphasis on this. Okay. Paul George, out of those three people, are the only one that has a chance of winning MVP and Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Look, he might win both. James Harden. Yes, I know James Harden scored 31 straight games of 30-plus points. But that's just chucking up shots and getting that.
Last year.
And then Giannis, I mean, can you really, I know look how he's built compared to the other two people. Can you really, can you really do that?
I don't necessarily think that, but he just can't shoot you get what I'm saying? Paul George,
you can't give somebody MVP that's averaging only 14 shots a game. Every time I look at the Bucks, Giannis, fourth quarter, 14 shots, 20-something points. And I feel like it's slowed down too. And I honestly think Paul George, the fact that he's doing this and he's on the team with Westbrook, who's also averaging 20 shots a game. Yeah. And we're third in the West, or fourth now, but probably going to get third again tonight.
I think it's Paul George.
By far, I think it's Paul George. By far,
I don't think it's a question. I think it is Paul George. If I'd be very shocked to hear someone else winning the MVP.
It's ridiculous. And then I don't know. I think it's crazy when people try to bring up James Harden.
Real quick, Rome. I do want to run this by you. I don't know if you remember or not, but earlier in the season, Jason Tatum did dunk on Paul George really badly.
Yeah.
So, really badly. Pretty bad.
I dislike playing you guys.
On a scale from good to bad, it's a real bad. It's off the scale.
I dislike playing you guys because for the simple fact is either we start the game and we're beating you guys by 15 plus, and then the end we just and then we lose to some clutch time stuff, and then I'm like, okay, well, why is this happening? It's every single time. I remember last year when Marcus Smart hit the game winner on us. And it's just
every time, bro.
It's we can't finish out games and against y'all, and then we just get beat by certain teams. I'm like, God, the Minnesota Timberwolves. We 3-0 against them. Come on.
You mind if I interrupt?
Yeah.
I just got a report. No concrete deadline for Antonio Brown trade.
Oh wow, they said tomorrow. They said Friday.
I just got a notification.
They got cold feet, huh?
Yeah.
Because they told all the teams send your best offer.
Big goof.
I don't know. I think we find out tomorrow. Still.
Yeah.
Who's the source on that?
It was just from the Sleeper app. I'll look into the source.
Oh, okay. I'm not trusting that. What that is.
If it isn't Ian Rappaport, I don't trust.
Exactly.
That's ridiculous. Now see in the West. Okay, so my matchup, I think. See, I've been thinking, bias. Obviously, I think we're gonna get through there, go to the finals, and win it. Now, I've been thinking about if my team, and you do this for the Celtics also. I say if the Thunder win, I'm thinking about who's getting Finals MVP. Now, it might obviously be Paul George, but I said the only team, if we played them, that Westbrook would get MVP is the 76ers.
Why?
Just because of him and Joel Embiid's bad blood, and that's what fuels Westbrook and all that. And I feel like he would play amazing against him.
He's definitely that type of player.
And I think I speak for every Thunder fan. I do not want to go to the finals unless we go through the Warriors. I
would
want Westbrook
agree.
to take Kevin Durant out and stare at him on the way to the tunnel.
That'd be fucking cool.
I want that to happen. I just want that to happen. Now, I feel like if we play anybody else.
Now, here's the big question. Well, not really, because I think you're going to have the same answer that I have. Is KD gone?
Of course.
I think KD's gone.
The past couple of weeks, you've seen it. Just how he's been playing. He's gone. He's already said he's worried about the money. Now, I don't know where he's going. Lakers have a max contract if he's worried about money, but also the Knicks do too. The Knicks have two of them. The Lakers just have one. I
really would be super surprised if he goes to LA. I'd be surprised.
I don't see how they would play that out.
Huh?
I don't see how him. I mean, I know they're gonna figure it out, but I just really can't see KD and LeBron playing together.
I can.
It's just
like when KD got into the league, he was training and working with LeBron. Like they are like really good friends.
I know one thing: Steph can't wait till KD's gone, because ever since KD's been there, Steve Kerr has been on KD's nuts. Late game. Steph Curry ain't been able to get the ball late game. It's all Kevin Durant.
I don't necessarily think that's the case. I don't think Curry cares for that.
Because
I don't think Curry's that type of player.
We know how. I know he's not that type of player, but we're humans. You know what we're thinking in the back of our mind at home or something, talking to our wife or whatever. You
can.
No, I understood what he was saying. I don't know. I don't necessarily think that's the case though.
I've never seen an app so slow as a sweeper app.
You think if y'all go to the finals and win, Kyrie's locked for finals MVP no matter what?
Yeah.
Probably.
Who do you see taking away from him? Jason?
If anybody Tatum, yeah. If anyone Tatum, I'd be surprised if anyone else.
What if it was Hayward?
Hey, I'm okay with that too. That means we won. We already talked about Rookie of the Year, and I have Luka. He has Trae Young, and I think Nico has Luka with me.
No, he said Jason Tatum for some reason.
Oh, yeah, he did say.
Even though he's not a rookie.
Yeah. Even though he should have won it last year, but, you know.
He won it this year.
No, honestly, I think Rookie of the Year this year will be Ben Simmons. I don't know. Speaking on Ben Simmons, I like him as a player, but
he started shooting with his right hand, not his left.
You're hurting your team if you don't shoot. Don't care about what you shoot on the three. In high school, he was a good shooter.
I know.
You still have it. You just work on it.
He switched to his right hand. He used to shoot with his right hand in high school.
And I'm like, bro, you're like, don't worry about it that much. Like, if you're gonna shoot bad, that's whatever. But you can't be to some people the best player on your team or the second best, and come down the court and your defender is in the paint.
Yeah.
You can't have that. Like, who else in the NBA does that? Like, even centers. Like, I'll be watching the game. If Steven Adams is deep in the two-pointer, his center's still there with him.
Yeah, sometimes.
Like you can't be doing that. Like, LeBron even pointed like that. You saw when LeBron was guarding him, and he forced him to shoot, basically. Forced him to shoot. Like, you just need to come out there and shoot. Yeah. I'm not even saying, like, 10 threes a game. I'm saying, like, three shots, 4, something like that. Get in the rhythm.
Something light.
Change it up for the playoffs. The playoffs is in 20 games in about 2 months. You don't want to. You don't like if you change it up now in the playoffs, they're gonna have to change their scheme because they're gonna be like, okay, well, we can't help defense anymore because we got to worry about Ben Simmons pulling it. They won't win a championship if he does not shoot. That's my bold take. I don't think they will.
I agree with that. I don't necessarily like Ben Simmons to begin with, though.
I just when they he be trying to talk so much trash. It's so funny. Like, come on, there's only a few good trash talkers in the NBA, and the best one is, Russ. Like the other day, what he said to Karl Anthony Towns. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Make it to the playoffs and then talk to me.
Yeah, that man's fucking hilarious.
And then there's only a few good, and like you saw that one where he's talking to Nurkic, Ben Simmons, and he said, "You talk a lot of shit for being ass."
Yeah,
Nurkic can shoot better than you.
No. Yeah, he just bites off more than he can chew.
But
hey, let's go. How many more topics did you have?
There's not any more. Yeah, I was go ahead and dismiss it because I gotta get to watching the game in 15 minutes.
What game's coming on?
Blazers and the Thunder.
Okay. I might watch that actually.
But that's it for this one. I'll be trying to do these very often every week when I get the chance. I'm gonna try to have somebody on it every time. Either one of y'all want to say anything?
Thank y'all for coming.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
But that's it, guys. Be sure to come by. Anybody that's watching this after the stream, like watching it as a YouTube video, be sure to comment some questions and we'll answer them on the next stream. But
make sure. Oh, go on.
You can keep going.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification
subscribe
bell,
to PewDiePie.
follow us on Twitter. Oh yeah, definitely that. Just like T-Series.
Nah, fucking T-Series, dog.
The hell is wrong with you, cuz?
All right.
Get out of here.
Well, that's it for the stream, everybody. If you have any questions, be sure to comment on the video or tweet me, and I'll save those for the next one.
There you go.
Man.